Hi, my name is Eric Daniel Garcia, and thanks for tuning in to Hot Topics on Legal Ease TV, where we bring you all the hottest topics with a legal spin. So on my left, I have Mr. Christopher Smith, who's worked on various high-profile cases, including the Anna Nicole Smith. He's also done legal commentary for the Conrad Murray case. And over here, I have Austin Dove, certified criminal specialist in LA. He's a renowned trial attorney, and he has handled almost every criminal case you can think of. So we're gonna get right into things. I'd like to start off by talking about the Jerry Sandusky case. It's a very hot topic right now. Everyone's talking about it. It's all over the media. It's unfolded in various ways. Chris, what's your take on the Sandusky case and what's currently going on?
With respect to the Sandusky case, Eric, I mean, it's just shocking. I mean, to have an institution like Penn State be involved in something of this nature, it just has rocked the university to its very foundation. To have allegations that someone associated with the university sexually molested children.
There were certain protocols that were followed, but no one actually went to the police. Are they liable because they didn't go to the police?
Well, they have the potential liability. When you say liable, it means many things. I mean, there's potential for civil liability, which is penalties that can arise from the families of these victims or the victims themselves who may ultimately file lawsuits. And then there's also the criminal liability, the exposure. As a criminal lawyer, I certainly see that there's potential liability to a number of individuals that may go beyond Mr. Sandusky. Obviously, right now, that's where the targets are focused. But keep in mind that there, at least in California, there's statutes that call for, in this kind of situation, it actually makes it criminalized. It makes it a misdemeanor for someone who witnesses an attack or an assault of this nature, particularly on someone of 10 years, on 14 years or younger. You could actually be charged with a crime in California for not acting, and where in most instances you're not required to intervene or take action. In this case, you actually have a requirement because of the nature of the crime and the type of victim.
Hey, let's talk about Joe Paterno for a second. Great head coach, 84 years old, has been in college football for the last 43 years. In your professional opinion, do you think his legacy is tarnished?
I think definitely some folks are going to look at it that way because they're going to say, hey, Paterno, you had an obligation. If the university wasn't going to do anything, then you should have went to the police and said, hey, something has to be done so that there will be no other children who have to suffer what this other child may have suffered on that particular day. So I think in some folks' view that's the way they're going to feel. I think there's others who are going to compartmentalize it and say that, hey, look, he's a football coach, a great football coach, and he did go through the chain of command. He contacted, I believe, the president of the university and perhaps thought that they were going to do the right thing and let the thing run its course. And he shouldn't be necessarily maligned for any inaction. It should be the university who suffers, not him.
All right, gentlemen, let's jump right into the next hot topic. Conrad Murray, Michael Jackson. It's a big thing. I saw the poor guy getting arrested right in front of the judge. Where is he going? Let's talk about where is he going right now. Where are they taking him?
It's where he's at. He's right now in the Twin Towers, LA County Jail. And I have to agree with you, Eric, that I thought it was shocking when Judge Pastor, took him into custody. Yeah, you may have noticed that he kind of laid out the criteria, and one of the factors that he had to consider was whether or not he was a danger to the public. And he thought that Conrad Murray was, but personally I disagree with that because clearly everything that was presented in that case, demonstrated that Dr. Murray was an adequate doctor, except in this particular case with Michael Jackson. So I don't think he was in any way would be a danger to the public at this point.
And this is your specialty. You comment on this topic all the time. Austin, Conrad Murray, for the people out there that don't understand legal terms, why is he locked up right now? In layman terms, break it down for the people out there. What happened?
Well, the presumption of innocence disappeared upon being convicted by a jury. He no longer has the benefit of being able to say, listen, I have a right to assert my defenses. This case has still been questioned. It's still at issue. Once the jury came back with a guilty verdict, he can no longer assert that. So the next step for the judge is to decide what's the appropriate place for him.
Now, why was this looked at as a criminal act and not so much a civil act?
Well, I mean, that was the whole premise of the defense case, was that, hey, this is a civil case, it's a medical board case, it's not a criminal case. However, prosecution believes that, hey, that he deviated so far beyond the standard of care, so far outside the bounds, that it rose to the level of criminal negligence. And so it placed the case over into the criminal realm. But the defense's position is that but for the fact that it was Michael Jackson, had this just been some no-name person,
Right.
it would have never reached a criminal court. It would have been a civil matter and ended there.
Well, there you have it. Two professionals, top LA attorneys here, Mr. Christopher Smith, Austin Dove. Thanks for being here today on Hot Topics.
Thank you.